Hey garden lovers! Welcome back to the channel. If you're like me, you love growing your own veggies, but have you ever grown beets in the summer and pulled out roots that are as hard as a rock? It's so frustrating, right? You put in the work, wait all season, and then you end up with tough, bitter beets that make you question everything. Well, don't worry, you're not alone. And today, we're going to fix that. Stick around because I've got the best tips to help you grow sweet, juicy beets, even in the hot summer months. We'll tackle the most common mistakes and make sure your beets stay tender, not woody. If you're tired of pulling up hard roots, this video is for you. Before we dive into the tips, let's quickly chat about why beets go from tasty to tough in the first place. Beets are sensitive to heat, moisture, and the pace at which they grow. If they grow too fast, often due to stress from high temperatures, they end up with tough, fibrous roots that aren't much fun to eat. But don't worry, I've got you covered with some simple solutions. Now, the first thing to consider when planting beets in summer is choosing the right variety. You see, not all beet varieties are created equal. Some varieties, like Boltardy, are bred for their quick growth and are perfect for spring and autumn sowing. However, these fast-growing varieties can become quite woody in the heat of the summer. What we want are heat-tolerant varieties. These varieties are more resilient to bolting and will produce tender, sweet beets even when the temperatures soar. Two of my absolute favorite heat-tolerant varieties are Detroit Dark Red and Golden Beets. Detroit Dark Red is a classic variety known for its deep red, sweet roots and its ability to withstand warmer temperatures. It's a reliable choice for summer harvests. Golden Beets, on the other hand, adds a splash of color to your plate with its beautiful bright yellow roots. They're just as delicious as red beets and are equally tolerant of summer heat. When choosing your beet seeds, have a good look at the packet. Most seed packets will tell you the best time to sow that particular variety and whether they're suitable for summer growing. Remember, choosing the right variety is the first step to avoiding those disappointing woody beets. Now, let's talk about spacing and thinning. It's easy to get a bit carried away when sowing beet seeds. They're so small, and it's tempting to sprinkle them liberally. But trust me, giving your beet plants enough space is crucial for preventing those tough, woody roots. When sowing your beet seeds, aim for a spacing of about 1 inch apart. I like to sow them in rows, with each row spaced about 1 foot apart. This might seem like a lot of space, but it allows for good air circulation and prevents overcrowding, which can lead to stress and, you guessed it, woody beets. Once your beet seedlings emerge and are about 2 inches tall, it's time to thin them out. Thinning is simply the process of removing some of the seedlings to give the remaining ones more room to grow. To thin your beets, gently grasp the seedlings by the leaves, not the stem, and pull them upwards. Try to thin them to a final spacing of about 4 inches apart. It might seem a shame to thin out those young seedlings, but trust me, it makes a world of difference in the size and quality of your beets. Remember, giving your beets ample space to grow ensures that each plant has access to enough nutrients, water, and sunlight, resulting in healthier, more flavorful roots. Chapter 3. Now let's move on to watering. Beets are thirsty plants, especially during the warmer months. Consistent watering is key to keeping those roots plump and juicy and preventing them from turning tough and woody. The key here is to ensure the soil remains consistently moist, not waterlogged. Water your beet patch deeply and regularly, especially during dry spells. A good soak once a week is usually sufficient, but you might need to water more often during periods of extreme heat. A great way to conserve soil moisture and reduce the need for frequent watering is by applying a layer of mulch around your beet plants. Mulch acts like a blanket on the soil, preventing evaporation and keeping the roots cool and hydrated. You can use various materials for mulch, such as straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves. Aim for a layer of mulch about 2 to 3 inches thick, but avoid piling it up directly against the stems of your beet plants, as this can lead to rot. Consistent watering and a good layer of mulch will work wonders in keeping your beets happy and hydrated, resulting in tender, delicious roots that are a joy to harvest. So, to sum up, growing beets in the summer can be a total success if you follow these 3 key tips. Choose the right variety. Heat-tolerant varieties like Detroit Dark Red and Golden Beets will thrive in hot conditions. Space your beets out properly and thin them to give each plant room to grow. And finally, water consistently and use mulch to keep the soil moist, ensuring your beets stay hydrated and stress-free. By following these steps, you'll be well on your way to harvesting beets that are tender, juicy, and delicious, not tough and woody. So go ahead and give these tips a try in your garden, and watch your beets thrive. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more gardening hacks, and drop a comment below with your beet growing tips. Happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next one.